There's a story in the news today about a museum in London called the Wellcome Collection. But the word welcome is spelled with 2 L's, so already you know the type of people that run it. There will have been a management meeting to come up with that name. What about welcome but with 2 L's? Sounds great, let's go out and try it on the public. We need to shin up the flagpole and see which way the wind is blowing. That's a real thing I've heard in a management meeting. Shin up the flagpole and see which way the wind is blowing. The problem, of course, with that metaphor is that if you're next to a flagpole and you wish to see which way the wind is blowing, look at the fucking flag. Also, if you want to climb up it, you have to fill in risk assessments. I've gone off topic very quickly here, but it does explain part of why I no longer work in management. But this museum, they're putting on a 4-day exhibition highlighting the achievements of women in art and literature and the like, and I have a bit of a problem with that. Not a problem with women in art and literature. The problem is, why is it only on for 4 days? Why isn't there something all year as part of the collection? Because to me, it feels like all year there's no acknowledgement whatsoever, and then for 4 days they throw open their doors and go, guess what? Women, they can paint and they can write as well. Those clever girls, we thought they were just there for being pretty and getting fucked, but they can do things also. But what happened to make this a news story is that the museum sent out a tweet in which they spelled the word woman, W-O-M-X-N, and this is a real thing. Now that spelling can be used to mean a woman singular or women plural, and it's pronounced Womxn by angry women's groups, although to be Womxn it would have to have the X at the end of the word, but that's just me mansplaining. But yeah, angry women's groups use this word because the word woman is derived from the word man, and therefore that is sexist and subjugating women, blah blah blah, even though there are loads of words that have the word man in them, such as, mandible, command, Manchester. God, can you imagine an angry women's group if they had to fly to Manchester Airport? Because up on the departure boards, that comes up M-A-N. They walk into the airport and just go, look, oppression! So, the reason the museum used this spelling, Womxn, is they said they wanted to create an environment which was safe and inclusive. Let's just break that down. Safe, I would expect from a small museum in London. I wouldn't expect to open the door and it be like the Normandy landings. And the inclusive bit, what they meant was they were using that spelling of woman to include women, trans women, and non-binary people. Thus, in one tweet, they have reduced gender from all of the shades of grey that we have between men and women to men and miscellaneous. So, from this, I could now go, I don't know, is that a trans woman or a natural woman, straight to the creator's word? Well, it doesn't bloody matter, she's not a man, and that's all that counts. And understandably, this museum has come under a lot of fire on Twitter, mainly from women who were quite happy to be referred to as women and don't wish to just be dumped in with everything else. Because, remarkably, most females are sane and understand that the term woman is a great way to describe which gender you are. And as a man, I'm so happy that women are getting pissed off with this endless bullshit as much as men are. Human, there's a word that's got man in it. Is that a problem? And what about male and female? Actually, that one's covered because if you know the periodic table, you'll know that iron is Fe, so female means Iron Man. I seem to have turned into a feminist. I'd like to thank my good friend Charlie from the Bad Soul Buskers who sends me these links knowing full well it's going to wind me up the entire day. Cheers mate, see you soon.